Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I've last uploaded a video and I apologize for that. I've been really busy these past couple of months. But today I'm actually down in Long Beach Island, New Jersey. It's the southern coast of New Jersey. And it's a very popular beach resort. Thousands of people come here every summer. And it's a great way to just, wind down and relax and just enjoy the beach to the fullest. And I'm here for a specific reason, because today I want to actually do a book review. This book that I want to review is Adrift, 76 Days at Sea by Callahan. Now, that footage you saw, of course, was of the ocean, and basically I just want you to just sit back for a little bit and just really think about what it'd be like to be on the ocean for an extended period of time, such as 76 days, because that's what this guy, Callahan, dealt with back in 1982 at 30 years old. And this book is super inspiring, and it really moved me, and I just definitely think that, anybody who is looking for a good book, I would definitely recommend this book to anybody, and I feel like almost anybody can relate to it. So I don't want to get into too much detail or too much spoilers, because I definitely want you to read it with your own eyes. And there's also a documentary on YouTube. I'll provide both the link for the book and the documentary in the description box down below. But basically, to quickly sum up the book, it deals with the themes of isolation and trying to find yourself and trying to find your purpose in life, basically. So Callahan, in this book, back in 1982, he's on his own boat that he created. He's going from the Canary Islands, which is off the coast of Spain. He's planning to go from there to Antigua, which is by the Caribbean. And he has to, use his instincts to quickly, save himself from a storm. And this leads him to jumping on an inflatable raft, a 6-person inflatable raft. And of course, he's the only person. He's by himself. And yeah, it's all about his adventure and, battling the physical conditions of the ocean and the sun and sea life, and while continuously battling the psychological aspects, which are his mind. And, this book really made me just reflect on my life, saying, do I really have a right to complain about the little things in life? Because this guy went through hell for so long and was able to keep his composure and live to tell the story at the end. I definitely think that a lot of people can relate to this guy, and he's definitely one of the strongest individuals I think I've ever read about. This is his picture right here. He doesn't look like this anymore. He's in his late 60s, early 70s. But yeah, Steve just really inspired me with his words, his wisdom, his ability to reflect on his life, how he got to where he is today, and what he thinks he can do to improve himself and to improve his relationships with other people and to just be a better individual. And he definitely uses the ocean as metaphors, and he definitely uses sea life as metaphors as well. And basically he goes into detail obviously about how he survives, how he was able to produce fresh water. You're gonna have to figure that out for yourself, how he does that, and how he was able to just fend off the ocean sea life, the sun, and like I said, his mind. And he really goes into his mind a lot, and he really talks about the toughness that that comes with trying to survive for so long. The body the body is a tough part of being a person. The body will act against you sometimes, and Steve does a great job of going into detail about that. And he basically just tells you, I got to keep my act together, and he's continuously fighting his mind, and that's something I feel like we all do. And basically, I think that if you read this book, you can get a better understanding that hey, it's okay if you mess up here and there, and if you don't know exactly where you're going in life, it's okay. Eventually everybody's going to find their place in life, or their purpose, or what they want to do. Adrift also taught me the simplicities of life. Although being stuck on the ocean is not really simplicity in life, just being able to appreciate a simple glass of water or food. I think people tend to take those necessary survival pieces for granted a lot, because it's just available within the reach of their hands. But some people don't have them. There are malnourished people that are starving in parts of Africa and other places of the world. Even here in my country, in the U.S., it's abundant, or it's frequent sometimes. So yeah, always keep that in the back of your mind. And Steve also talks about his bond with sea life. The more that he does fishing, and the more that he's out hunting and trying to get the necessary stuff he needs to survive for as long as possible. He does a lot of fishing, and when you read it in this book, you'll see, just how much the fish mean to Steve. And it's kind of interesting to see how he evolves over, the course of his journey, and, how he continuously is trying to adjust to the conditions that he's in. It really is just very powerful words and wisdom from Steve, and he really does a good job of displaying that in the fullest. The book really lived up to expectations. There were some parts that were kind of, dragging a little bit. It's hard to write a survival story, especially one that keeps you invested in it from start to finish. But this did a really good job, and it kept me invested. Sometimes it was hard for me to follow along what was going on because I'm not a seaman or anything like that, so there were some things I didn't really understand that what he was doing in order to survive. But it was a very good book. If I had to grade it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a 7.5. And I definitely think that many people would agree once they're done reading the book. So that's really all that I wanted to share today. I know this was a pretty short video. I know there wasn't too much to display in here, but yeah, if you ever get the chance, by all means, I recommend reading Adrift, 76 Days at Sea by Steve Callahan. I definitely think you'll like it. And yeah, there's always a lesson in any book, regardless of what kind of genre it is. So yeah, that was my video for today. Felt good to make a video after about a 2-month hiatus. So yeah, I'll see if I'm able to upload a bit more frequently. Right now I'm just on vacation with my family. But yeah, whenever I get the chance and I find something that's definitely worth sharing, I'll be sure to do that as well. So thanks very much. If you want, subscribe. Take care and see you next time. Good day. Bloopers. And yeah, there's always a lesson in any book that you read, regardless of what genre or what kind of book. Where was I? Oh shoot, I forgot. And he talks about the bondness he has with fish. How are there so many freaking tractors here?